Long ago, beyond the edge of any known kingdom, there stood an ancient castle on a lonely hill. By day, it looked abandoned, its stone walls cracked, its towers broken, and its gates forever open. No birds landed there, no wind dared to stay, but when night fell, something changed. Villagers from the valley below whispered that the castle smiled, not with lips or teeth, but with light. Windows that were dark all day slowly began to glow, curving into shapes that looked like grins. Shadows bent inward, as if the walls themselves were pleased to be awake again. No one remembered who built the castle. No records remained. Only one rule survived through generations: never look at the castle after midnight. One evening, a young traveler named Elias arrived in the valley. He was brave, curious, and did not believe in old fears. When the villagers warned him, he laughed. "A castle cannot smile," he said. "Stone has no soul." That night, unable to sleep, Elias climbed the hill with a lantern in his hand. The moon was thin, the air unnaturally warm. As the clock struck midnight, the castle awakened. The windows glowed softly, the doors creaked open by themselves, and the walls seemed to curve upward, forming a massive, silent smile. Elias felt his heart race, but his feet kept moving. The moment he stepped inside, the doors slammed shut. The hall was endless, lit by floating candles that dripped no wax. Portraits lined the walls, hundreds of faces, all smiling, too wide, too still. Elias noticed something terrifying. Their eyes followed him. Their smiles twitched, as if struggling to hold laughter. When he passed, soft whispers filled the air. "Stay, smile with us, forever." At the center of the castle stood a throne made of mirrors. In it, Elias saw his reflection, but it was already smiling back at him. A voice echoed from everywhere and nowhere. This castle was built from joy stolen from others. It said, "Every soul who enters gives us a new smile." Elias tried to scream, but his mouth stretched wider against his will. The mirrors pulled him closer. His face froze, his eyes filled with terror. And then silence. The candles went out. The doors reopened. At sunrise, the castle returned to ruin, silent, empty. But that night, the villagers noticed something new. One more window glowed. One more smile appeared on the wall. And in the highest tower, a portrait hung where none had been before, young boy holding a lantern, smiling wider than any human ever should. To this day, the castle still smiles at night, and it is always waiting for someone curious enough to smile back.